Okay, here we're going to differentiate the function. Now keep in mind here that this is a quotient, but in the denominator we're going to expand that. So when we expand that, before we do anything, it's going to be t over, well, this is going to be t squared minus 8t plus 16. So we're going to let this represent the function f, and then we're going to let this represent the function g using the quotient rule. So the first step is we know that f is going to equal t, and we know that g is going to equal t squared minus 8t plus 16. Okay, now we want to find the derivative of the function f. So the derivative with respect to t of t is going to equal 1. And then the derivative of g with respect to t is going to give us 2t minus 8. Okay, now in step 3, what we want to do is we want to find the derivative of y prime. Okay, so that's going to represent the following. It's going to be low d high minus high d low over the denominator squared. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug that in. So we know that g in the expanded version is t squared minus 8t plus 16 times f prime, which is 1, minus f, which is t, times g prime, which is 2t minus 8. Now in a denominator, we're going to use this denominator here instead of the one we just expanded, because that denominator needs to be squared. So that means we're going to have a bracket and then t minus 4 squared squared. Okay, so now let's go ahead and then distribute in the numerator. So we have t squared minus 8t plus 16 minus 2t squared plus 8t. And so therefore, in a denominator, we're going to have the exponent 2 times 2. So we're going to have t minus 4 to the 4th power. Now let's go ahead and combine like terms. So if we combine like terms, we end up with negative t squared plus 16 over t minus 4 to the 4th power. Okay, so let's factor out the negative in the numerator. So if we factor out a negative 1 in the numerator, then we end up with t squared minus 16 over t minus 4 to the 4th power. Okay, and so what do we know about the t squared minus 16? Well, that's the difference of squares. So then we can factor that to be negative 1 times t minus 4 times t plus 4. And then in a denominator, we can factor out one of the t minus 4s. And then what's left is t minus 4 to the 3rd power. And so that allows us to then simplify the t minus 4. And so therefore, in the numerator, if we distribute the negative now to the t plus 4, we get negative t minus 4 over parentheses t minus 4 to the 3rd power. and therefore that's going to represent our derivative.